Hey, wait a minute. This isn't Map Rando. What am I doing here? No, I'm kidding. Welcome to one of the final group stage matchups we have. It's only two left. It's Glove versus DigiDang right now. And then tonight, it is MM2 NES Cartridge versus Nevdi. And I am joined by the fantastic TG Derp. What's up, Derp?
Not much. Feeling pretty good. Of course, we're only going to be doing comms for this race, but it is a very exciting run that could have potential top three ramifications. Glove versus Dang in the 4-1 matchup. The winner will be going on to the exclusive 5-1 in the Swiss Stage group. And I believe we'll secure top three, but I would have to double check on that.
We're going to have to see how the scoring all works out after this. DJ Webb and Hockey Towner have you on commentary for tonight's. I mean, let's call it what it is. It's the main event. It's arguably one of the best matchups you could have asked for to end the group stage. But right now, Glove versus DigiDang, and we get a full countdown. 4 majors in criteria. And a friendly reminder, Retro Bridstar is included as part of criteria.
Yeah, I mean, this is only speaking anecdotally, but I feel like there haven't been that many full countdown compared to Chozo and Major Minor seeds in this. So we'll see if the runners are caught up on their strategies for it. 4 majors is definitely interesting in criteria. Of course, one of those is always going to be the morph ball, but we could see some fun things go on.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like on the games that I've commentated, I really haven't seen that many full countdowns. I feel like I've seen way more Chozo seeds.
There have been a lot of Chozo seeds, as we see our missile here at the pedestal, which means the morph ball will be in the ceiling. Of course, even in full countdown, where there are technically some silly possibilities, the morph is hard-coded to be in one of those 2 locations, so we won't have to see any silly item hunts for morph.
Absolutely. So, and we should mention as well, the M in the top right-hand corner of the screen are majors, the E's are energy tanks, and then that little 20 that you see, that's actually the amount of damage that Samus's beam does. And obviously CA being criteria, so that's what a major, or at least the area they're in, there will be. So we're looking at starter or starter plus, which means the racers have to find, or could find, 1 or 2 charge upgrades. And power bombs, okay. DigiDang doing kind of what I would expect here. It's a Billy Mays check, and get ammo! Missiles, supers, power bombs.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dang ends up being kind of punished because the supers are just this easy at Alpha Missile. We'll see if anything is important here.
Charge upgrade!
That's pretty important. We'll see if there's a starter or starter plus.
And Glove's not going for it right now. It's
Andy gets the power bombs, which is actually really big because Dang can leave Billy Mays and still has enough power bombs to do these checks over here, which Glove is doing. And we see even more early majors.
Retro Bridstar full of majors. Are you kidding me? And area rando. Oh, Derp, we're in for a treat today.
Yep. Just going to be the Meridian map, though, so we aren't going to follow it just yet. But to clarify in chat what I meant by punished, a big reason why you want to go up to Billy Mays there is to find those super missiles. Like, potentially they don't show up early, and then you having early supers is actually pretty big, but because they're just right here at Alpha Missile, it's a little bit of a punish for Dang, making that check and then just having the supers early anyways. But again, having that second power bomb pack and having the half starter charge is actually not trivial for Dang, so we'll see what he decides to do with these extra power bombs. It does mean Glove takes a slight early lead, though.
So this is starter plus, something I have not seen a lot here. So that 40 up on the top right now, Samus's beam only went up by 40. I believe if it's starter, it goes right to 60. Derp, correct me if I'm
that's
wrong.
correct.
So 1 more charge upgrade, fine. So that does give Dang an advantage, but we know in some of these seeds, Derp, and obviously you being a running yourself in this tournament, finding having a starter plus, even having 1 upgrade can prove to be pivotal in boss fights if you need to just, use charge beam or whatever. For example, I think of Mother Brain 2 and how long that fight could take.
Yeah, before I answer that, I want to shout out Glove's movement here. Going up parlor and up climb with high jump is not easy, especially since you have so much muscle memory just doing it without high jump. So
Yep.
the fact that Glove was able to do that quickly is really impressive by her. But I think for starter plus versus regular starter, a lot of it really just depends on if you find plasma. Like, just having plasma in starter, no matter what other beams you have, just really makes things so much nicer. Without it, like, it can be kind of tricky to get to a nice beam layout, and you might just be inclined to keep picking up ammo even if you have like 100 or a 90 damage beam.
Yep.
So it really depends on what we find. Like, Dang having the first charge is really nice, but if like we only find a Spazer, then we're still looking at like a 60 damage beam for Glove and a 90 damage for Dang, which is still not really enough to get ammo in this situation.
Yeah. So our first energy tank is over at 230 missiles.
Yeah, we'll see if Glove decides to go check this. I would expect her to.
And for people who absolutely... sorry, go ahead, Dirk.
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say she's actually going to skip it. That's surprising.
Yeah. So, for those of you who have no idea why we randomly call a room a number, 230 missiles is named because in 100% it is the last missiles that you route in before you get to Torium, hence 230 missiles. That's why the room is called that way. It might not be confusing. It's like, why are you randomly naming a room a number?
Good old dental plan missiles. But we're actually seeing Dang potentially go to check Gauntlet as well with those early 10 power bombs. Glove also picked up a 10th pack at Terminator and decided to check the back, but not seeing any majors. Just gonna keep going on. We'll see what our portals here on the left side of Criteria are.
Okay.
It's a redfish.
Redfish, yep. So it's 2 West Meridian doors we've seen already, Criteria. K-Go will be... Red Tower, there we go.
Nothing important here, though.
Yeah.
No majors, no E-tanks.
Dang,
Probably
finally getting through those wall jumps. They're not easy to do to get up to Gauntlet.
Yeah, especially with high jump, they're pretty tricky. But yeah, I expect we see Glove just checking portals here. There's really no need to check any item. Like, you can potentially get like another super pack, and actually Glove is going to check Spazer because it's right here.
Yep.
Gonna be reserve, which is honestly pretty good as well. Just having more energy.
So, yes, Pizza. Meme route was West Meridia Crab Hole.
Yeah, it definitely makes jumping down Redfish a little bit worse. You're only getting the 1 extra portal check instead of 2. So we're going to see Glove follow Red Tower anyways in this situation, but if this was like a dead end, instead of going to the middle of Red Tower, it was like a Aqueduct or back of LN, then I wouldn't have been surprised to see Glove reset to the right side of Criteria, which, speaking of which, we're seeing right now, instead of jumping down Redfish in that situation.
So DigiDang gonna be very happy for this. They're probably good on power bombs going forward. They get 15, Glove's got 15. Glove getting the advantage of that extra super pack, and DigiDang is not gonna get the missile, just missed it.
Yeah.
Gonna pick up Terminator though.
Yeah, gonna actually get to 20 power bombs with this at Terminator. We've seen a lot of power bombs in this seat already.
Croc entrance.
3 majors in Upper Norfair. I didn't see how many were in West Meridia. Did you?
I did not know.
I guess we're about to see it here on Dang's side. We've seen the area twice. I just wasn't paying attention either time. There are 2.
Also, big shout out to Nubian for being our amazing tracker for this event, or this game rather. Nubian's, I know, done a lot of tracking, so shout out to Nubian. Also, very nice CWJ from Glove.
Yeah, really nice. Got it. First try, I believe that was.
It was very pretty. That was like if you're watching a tutorial and you just need the commentary. That was just beautifully executed.
Well, we find Green Bryn with only 1 major. Not the most stacked ever, but there are some tanks that will be nice, potentially.
And there is a Lower Norfair Escape. So Green Bryn is the most stacked area in terms of item. There are 16 of them. And to only have one major? Yikes. But 3 energy tanks, which could prove to be important. It's New Bridge. DigiDang is decided to go up Red Tower rather than down.
He found the front of LN there at the Meridia escape in Red Tower. I didn't see, once again, I didn't see how many majors were in LN, but either way, that's not something you can follow yet.
No, it's not.
And, well, here we are in Green Bryn once again. So.
Green Hill Zone! Well then, fine, be that way.
Yeah, up or down, Red Tower was the answer. Led you to Green Bryn either way. We'll see if Glove wants to go down the elevator to check this portal right now, or if she wants to go through Green Bryn, and it looks like she's just going to check the portal now.
Yeah, and again, that makes a lot of sense. There's no majors, there's no energy tanks. Just grab the info. It's not that far away from where you just were. You've already cleaned out New Bridge. You've cleaned out the other doors. It's really not a big deal, and there you go. So,
Two majors
DigiDang
now.
Also going to find the same information that Glove already has. So these racers are very even right now. No one's got the advantage except for DigiDang, who did get charge upgrade. It's Starter Plus. That's the first one. It was Billy Maze containing one of the 2 charge upgrades in this season. Yeah. Derp, full countdown seats. Are you definitely playing for finding suits as fast as you can? Or are you, with this being area rando too, are you just kind of playing get as much door information as possible as well, or is it a balancing act?
I would say it's kind of a balancing act, but I will say in full countdown, kind of the same as Chozo, it's a lot harder to get E-tanks because a lot of times you just stop checking items once you find the majors. In most cases, I'm not going to say all, you're generally hunting for suits, and I think we're going to see Glove, obviously going to clear this area for the major. We'll see exactly what order she decides to do things. I would expect her to check the easy ones here in Big Pink and then actually head over to Green Bryn first and check the most item-dense areas in the Brinstar Reserve and the Edecoons before coming back for these slower checks here in Big Pink. But I think in general, you're probably going to be playing more thoroughly to get all the majors in each area.
Yep, makes sense. And it's very possible the one spot that's going to contain the major is going to be Waterway, which is speed locked.
Yeah, that would be the bad possibility for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, for our runner's sake, that is not the case.
But great for commentary.
I suppose. Great for the viewers.
Hashtag content. Missiles.
So many power bombs in this seed.
How many power bombs did this seed generate?
I think we've seen 30, if I'm not mistaken. So, doesn't look like the answer is here. Bluff going to be checking, or picking up these missiles, rather. Still with that 20 damage beam, want to pick up all the ammo you can, really.
Last item here at Early Supers is the Early Supers check, and it's one of the remaining 2 energy tanks. That means there are not that many item checks left. Glove most likely going to go to the Edecoons. Glove is just powerbomb happy, 25 power bombs.
I guess we've seen 35 because Dang didn't pick this up, and I don't think he grabbed the one across moat. I'm not sure if he actually checked across moat either. I didn't see exactly what he did at the bottom of Red Tower. I think he actually just checked the above crate and never broke the 2, just went back to Green Bryn. So that is a slight knowledge advantage for Glove there. Still not finding this last major, though.
Nope. So we got the left side here. We got the Edecoons climb, Waterway. Oh my goodness.
More power bombs.
Yeah, hello, Dash Randomizer Bank. I would like to trade 20 power bombs for a super missile pack, please.
Honestly, I support this. Mass, get on the get on the shop. Put up a taco stand at the ship. We can trade in our power bombs.
Power bombs for sale.
being told by chat that Dang did break the tube, but did not follow Moat, so doesn't know what the crab hole portal is. I don't actually remember what it was either, to be honest.
Glove
I think it was
movement
another
is insane.
Upper Norther.
Yeah. So 3 item checks left. Waterway, Wave Gate, and Spore Spawn Supers.
Glove actually not going to check them yet. Maybe
Oh,
just
you're
checking
right
this
here.
portal. If
Yeah.
this portal isn't something you can follow, then just gonna leave. Which I actually like that.
Mission Impossible. Thank you, chat. Chat, they don't have enough power bombs to get to Mission Impossible. Sorry, they can't actually access it.
Well, just gonna find the main street at the bottom of West Meridian with nowhere to go there. Glove's gonna head back into Green Bryn. I assume she's gonna be doing some of these slower checks I previously mentioned now, but again, there is still a possibility of Waterway.
Yeah, Mission Impossible, Waterway, Wave Gate, and Spore Spawn Supers.
Dang, gonna be following in Glove's footsteps. Has caught up a little bit after doing more checks and criteria, just off of not doing the same amount of portal checks that Glove did.
Yep.
But Glove's feeling a slight lead.
MM2 wants maximum pain for the runners, wants gravity at Mama Turtle.
It's possible. We can jump down to it from Redfish.
Here's the last energy tank. I'm sorry for the runners sipping this waterway.
I mean, honestly, finding this many E-tanks is good, because the next place Glove naturally wants to go is back to Upper Norfair, because there's a lot of majors there, and we have a couple easy ways to access it. I think Single Chamber was the portal in Red Bryn, which is probably where Glove heads next, depending on... If we see like a gravity suit, maybe we see Glove do something else, but... That's a big if.
All depends what the racers are gonna find. Spore Spawn Supers in the past have been notorious for speed booster, and it's gonna be vanilla. 2 item checks left. It's Wave Gate, it's Waterway.
Yeah, it feels really bad in this situation. Like, the good news is you know that your opponent is most likely also doing all these checks, so it's not as bad, especially if you're confident in your movement. But it does feel bad to be doing all this and just not really getting... I wouldn't say not getting rewarded. The supers are nice, and the energy is going to be really good if Glove does decide to go into Upper Norfair, but not getting that major is a little bit sad.
So Pete's asking a really good question, and this is something there's gravity suit, pancakes for Glove. There you go.
Well, we'll see where she decides to take this.
Yeah. Well, it's not like they haven't found 3 West Meridian doors.
There are 2 majors in West Meridian if that's where Glove decides to go, and it looks like that's the direction she's headed.
Yeah, so interesting question in chat, and it's one thing I've been actually looking at, and MM2's right on visual cues. Pizza asks, how are all of these runners so consistent at the Spore Spawn Super Shot?
I mean, yeah, once you do it enough times, you can kind of see... You don't actually need to be in a pixel-perfect lineup for a lot of spots. If you're in, like, one of 2 pixels, I think it works in a lot of situations. But, yeah, it's just practice and knowing the little specific spots where you can stand. We're actually seeing some divergence. Dang headed back down.
Heading to New Bridge.
Yeah, gonna...
Love up to Main Street. Now, Glove doesn't have speed booster. If this Main Street missiles location is a major, you don't have speed for it yet, and it's the only energy tank here, and there's Spring Ball.
Nice item to find.
Very nice item.
That leaves the last major either at Mama Turtle or at the Pre-Aqueduct Miners.
Yep, it's a very nice item because it's rarely ever going to be used.
I honestly may have picked up the Spring Ball to make this check a little bit easier. Allow you to Spring Ball jump up to it.
Yeah,
it's a little bit awkward here.
Well,
it's not a major anyways. It's actually more power bombs.
Did you diagnose there's 1 major left in criteria? Oh,
goodness.
Did we not generate enough missiles and super missiles in this seed?
Yeah, you've seen the 3-2-1 minor progression. Let me introduce you to 1-2-3. We got the power bombs everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. This just in. On behalf of Samus Aran on both of these runners, we're now selling power bombs at 40 Federation credits apiece, or we'll trade for super missiles.
Bit unfortunate that power bomb didn't actually push glove up the little tube there. Had to lay another one, but now has that spring ball, so it won't be a problem anymore. Yeah, I was expecting Dang to actually check the portal across the moat, which he didn't earlier, but we're actually just seeing him go straight into this stacked upper Norfair with 3 majors.
Yep, love doing these gravity jumps.
This wall jump is a little bit tricky, but
gets it. Glove's movement has been absolutely insane throughout this entire race so far.
Yeah, Glove is very good at room-to-room execution. One of the better ones in the tournament. I'm a little surprised she went back for that power bomb, though. But
Glove, you have plenty of power bombs.
I mean, I got nothing.
Nope.
Dang finds grapple, meanwhile. Our first major here in Upper Norfair.
Go grapple. Go grapple.
Could be nice, depending on what else we find.
This is not a 2-1-1 seed. This is the first ever 1-1-3 seed, apparently. Spazer is the last item here, well, last major in West Meridia. Reserve tanks are
to find.
Yeah, reserve tanks are not counted as part of energy. They're just randomized items here in full countdown.
So we'll see where this pre-aqueduct portal leads. I wouldn't be surprised if it leads to Upper Norfair as well. Could be like our business center access, which could be nice. Dang, meanwhile, got 2 more E-tanks there at the Norfair reserve check. So that's going to make these last couple Bubble Mountain checks even nicer.
Yep. So we're seeing all those energy tanks paying off right now for DigiDang. Is just going to be able to go through speed booster high right. Oh, there's Lower Norfair exit, which is... That's a nice find.
It's nice, but it's kind of awkward to get back to this West Meridia, actually.
Pretty much. I mean,
you know,
again,
there's one entrance at Retro Bryn, there's one entrance at the back of Green Bryn, or I guess technically the top. It's really awkward to get back here, so we might end up having to see the runners do Lower Norfair from the front once they are able to.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to be going back to Criteria here, I believe. This Redfish portal is G4.
Yep, so Arcades in Twitch chat would like to know what the difference of full countdown is, as opposed to just a regular SM randomizer. Full countdown is a full randomizer, with the exception of full countdown in the upper right-hand corner of the racer screens tells you the amount of majors and energy tanks that you have in each area. That's the only difference.
I wonder if this is the fastest way to Norfair from Glove. Actually going to be running across Criteria to the Crab Hole portal, most likely. You get a ship refill out of it, excuse me.
Yep.
Also going to get this E-Tank at 230, it looks like.
Hooray!
Not too bad, not too bad.
You are welcome. Boom! Variant suit for DigiDang. That puts DigiDang in the lead.
That is a really good find, yeah. And we'll see how Dang decides to play the rest of this. I would probably be hunting for portals here. I don't think you really care too much about Business Center. Though I guess those are 2 of the portals that you want to get to anyways, but...
Yep.
This is almost go mode. Just need a way to cross Botwoon for Dang. And the rest of it is just portal knowledge. Need to find the bosses in Turgan.
So... And I want to give a shout out to GJ over in Twitch chat because they mentioned earlier on, probably about 5+ minutes ago now, how crucial that 230 energy tank could be. Well, TJ was correct. It does seem like the seed wanted the racers to go do some heated runs, and all because Varia was over at Wave.
Not sure.
Oh, there's our
What
first
glove
wreck
is
ship
coming?
entrance. Now, we haven't found Torian yet. Haven't found Kraid yet, and we haven't found Croc yet.
We have not. I don't think we've seen East Meridia either.
No, both East Meridia doors are still wide open.
Yeah, we could be seeing a pretty big boss loop here. Like, this could be some shenanigans like wreck ship into East Meridia into Kraid, and then the backtrack is forced.
Yep.
Which could be awkward if one of the bosses is Ridley, because we don't really have Ridley ammo yet.
Yeah. So we should get into what the boss randomization is here. So because this is a mystery tournament, there are 1 of 4 potential boss modes for every single seed. They are broken up as follows. 30% chance the seed generates vanilla bosses, 30% chance the seed generates shuffled bosses, 30% chance the seed generates shifted bosses, and a 10% chance for boss surprise. Bosses shifted are, let's say Ridley is here in the wreck ship. In the upper right-hand corner of the racer screens, it'll still say wrecked ship, even though it's Ridley. That's bosses shifted. So when you defeat a boss for that area, it unlocks or activates that area.
Yeah, so if it's shifted, whatever boss Dang finds here at Fantoon would wake up the ship, but if it was shuffled, then
It wouldn't.
you would have to find Fantoon to wake up the ship.
Yep. And a 10% chance for boss surprise. Basically, what boss surprise is at least 2 of the same boss in multiple locations. So it could be 2 Ridleys, 3 Kraids, be 4 Kraids.
Could be 4
Dang
Kraids.
is going to find...
Oh, here's our Ridley.
Ridley!
That's actually really bad for Glove, by the way. Glove
Yep.
also headed in this direction, and technically has enough to fight Ridley if she had full health and supers, but you have to use a few supers to get to Ridley, and it's still really close. This is going to end up being kind of awkward.
Well, whoever said in Twitch chat that we're using super power bombs to destroy Ridley, it's quite possible.
Yeah.
Glove also doesn't have Aria yet.
No, she does not. That is why it is so bad.
Yep.
It's kind of bad for Dang, too. Didn't enter the area with full ammo, so gonna need to use some of these 40 damage charge shots. This is less than the vanilla charge beam still, even with the 1 charge upgrade.
So what you're saying is I have time to go to the bathroom, take a 15-minute nap. Oh, I'm sorry, wait, that's Mother Brain.
Run to Publix, get a
Yeah, go to...
chicken tender sub.
I hear Publix has good cookies.
Publix has very good subs. I don't know if you're a Southeasterner like I am.
We got a local supermarket chain up here called Market Basket in New England. Their subs are very good. And a cheeseburger meal, cheeseburger and fries for $4.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Glove accidentally goes back towards the back of ship instead of the save. Whoops. That's Dang is he's got plenty of health. He's not in danger, but still slowly working towards this Ridley.
Yeah. Well,
and this is actually, like, even though Glove is kind of in a bad spot here, this is definitely giving Glove time to catch up.
It is.
Like, she's going to reset this boss, not going to fight it yet. Probably going to the front of ship, I would expect. And, you know, we'll come back to Ridley later. Maybe not with Varia, but maybe with more health and ammo. We'll be able to actually do the fight much faster.
Absolutely.
And won't have to do this, 3 or 4 minute fight that we're seeing from Dang, which is non-trivial. Like, this is a lot of time that Dang is spending here.
Watch the front of the red ship be Rockmire. And watch Croc have like 4 majors.
I don't know if there are 4 majors left in the pool. We've seen
Yeah,
both
all-
suits.
all
It's really
4
just missing beams.
We have the 4 remaining beams because it's Charge Plus. Or Starter Plus. We've got Bomb, Speed Booster, Screw Attack, X-Ray, Space Jet.
I don't know. There's 2 in LN. There's 1 more in Criteria. 1 more in Upper Norfair. We haven't seen East yet. We haven't seen Kraid. Croc could have 4, I guess, but it would mean the last couple areas we haven't seen are empty. And
oh, big find!
I said it. I was hoping it wouldn't be the case, but I said it. We might be seeing the long path from through Wreck Ship, through East Meridia to a one-way at the other end, because we haven't seen any of the one-ways yet. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think we have to see a one-way here, because all 3 are left, and I think we only have 3 other portals. Because there's the back of East, and then there's the Business Center. So whatever's here has to be a one-way. If this is Turian, then this is really awkward, especially for Glove, but honestly for both runners.
So the last East Meridia entrance is either Turian, Rock, or
Kraid.
Yeah, great. Or I was gonna make a joke like in Donkey Kong Country, you immediately exit out of stage 1, go to the left. Where your banana order B is actually just replaced with power bumps.
Yeah, Glove gonna be checking the sandpit. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes straight to. There's a second charge upgrade. That's nice.
Hey, there you go. It's the east side sandpit. I don't think Glove is ever gonna go back to the Billy Mays item. Ooh, heat shield.
That's also really good, actually.
This
for
is
Glove.
a pretty unique item that we don't really tell you. This is one of the dash randomizer items in addition to double jump. Dirk, tell us a little bit about what heat shield does and how it differs from Varia.
So heat shield is. You can kind of think of it as Varia Light. It gives you full heat reduction in Upper Norfair and then half heat reduction in Lower Norfair. And Lower Norfair rooms include the Ridley fight here, so...
We should also mention its boss is shuffled.
Luckily, Glove has a lot of reserves, so she's okay.
So this is boss's shuffle too. Notice the LN in the top right-hand corner of Deng's screen. And that means it's shuffled. So don't forget, Digideng's still inside the wreck ship.
I feel like see Glove. Stop running into all these snails and ouches here. She's kind of scaring me a little bit. But Ridley is finally below half. Deng has outlasted the Pelican.
Hooray!
I think. Did he use supers before Ridley reached half? I hope not. He's playing to shoot more charge shots, but may have just missed a super. And supers deal 600. Your shots only deal 40, so
Yeah. Well,
this is
folks,
interesting for Glove.
Glove going to Crystal Flash Clip. This is one of the more difficult tricks in any run. You see Glove shutting off a couple things to try setting this up. Basically because the racers don't have Ice Beam or Speed Boost, but you can't get through Bot Room without doing a Crystal Flash Clip up in this right-hand corner. And it takes a lot of precision to get there, and Glove gets it!
That was a really fast... That's the harder version of the CF clip as well, with
Yep.
as Deng finds supers. That would have helped during the Ridley fight, but without bombs to easily line yourself up into the position to Crystal Flash, and don't get me wrong, with bombs it's still very tricky, but that Sulis setup is really tough, so Glove getting it, I think, 3rd or 4th try. It's really impressive. Has missed a lot of supers on this Splatoon fight, though.
Yep, and so Digideng is all done here. 2 majors inside the wrecked ship, and Digideng is out of power bombs.
Oh my gosh.
Digideng now is literally probably swearing at their monitor because Glove is now retaking the lead because Digideng didn't save anything for him to escape.
Yeah,
That was a almost 10-minute not 10 minute, it was like a 5-minute Ridley fight. And that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. Dang,
So did
really
I.
got unlucky, honestly. Didn't get any powerbomb drops from Ridley. We'll have to see if like Ridley did drop a powerbomb and Dang just missed the drop. You know, maybe also forgot about it after spending so much brain power on fighting Ridley. But
Look
that
what
that is really
DigiDang
unlucky to not
saved.
get a powerbomb drop from Ridley.
Yeah, and look what DigiDang saved. It's Bubble
Goodness.
Mountain.
Well, the good news is Dang knows where to go from here. He knows where the Varia is.
Knows to keep a power bomb this time and is not going
Knows
to go
to
back
keep
to Ridley.
Yeah, you're definitely not fighting Ridley after that.
No.
Chat telling me he did get all the Ridley drops. So yeah, just really unlucky not getting a powerbomb drop from Ridley.
For sure. East Meridia not having a major either.
Yeah. E-Tank is going to be nice for Glove, potentially. Yep. May have to do the Ridley fight on the way back. And so, with the heat shield and more energy, it will be a...
Yep. So here's Fantoon, which is actually going to be nice for Glove, because they're going to have to go all the way back to the wreck ship. Could try picking up a couple majors along the way. DigiDang going to get Varia suit here.
I don't know if that's nice for Glove. That might bait her into checking a lot of these slower wreck ship checks instead of going where the Varia is.
If it is a one-way, though, Derp, and like it's Crocomire on the other side of East Meridia.
Well, we know it's a one-way. Like,
right.
No matter what it is, Glove will have to go back.
Yep, which means you still have to go back to the wreck ship. You can check. You know, you've got the Fantoon check, which is right side supers, you've got left side supers, and you've got the energy tank on the way out. So at the very least, you can at least peek a couple items with an activated wreck ship.
Right, but what I'm saying is, Glove might be baited if those first few items aren't the majors. She might get baited into checking all of these instead of going back for where the Varia is. Because even with the heat shield, this still isn't really a comfortable lower Norfair. You know, no screw attack, no plasma.
Yep.
5 tanks plus the heat shield. It does have 3 reserves and has a few crystal flashes, but it's still not good.
DigiDang also is going to be checking Cathedral, and now we're finally going to see Business Center. Because that's where Dang wants to go.
Yeah, if Turian is here at back of East, this could actually be really big for Dang, getting the crate out of the way and then having all the bosses in a row. Well, does need to go back for LN, but after that, we'll have all the bosses in a row. So we have a 1 in 3 for this to still be, I would say, advantage Dang, even after the Ridley fight of Shambles.
Ridley fight of Shambles. I'm like, oh, look! Derp! What a surprise. More power bombs.
More power bombs. They just keep showing up. Glove?
This is literally comical. Ooh!
Okay, that's very good. We'll definitely make the Ridley much easier this time.
You think? It's not going to be just a ridiculous amount of P-shots.
We'll see if Glove gets back to that. Again, like, it really depends on how much Glove spends in Wreck Ship and what portal is here at the back of East. If this is Turian, it's so bad for Glove.
It is, yep. That's the one thing Glove doesn't want to see. I mean, don't get me wrong, Glove wouldn't mind seeing it, but you'll have process of elimination by doing what DigiDang is doing right now.
Well, I think Glove has full portal knowledge up to this point. She knows everything we know. So she knows that this is a one-way, no matter what it is. Which is, I think, why she's going for it in the first place.
Trade. Gloves only get 2 outs.
Yeah.
Well, 1 other out. This needs to be Croc for Gloves.
Yeah.
She needs it to be Croc and needs it to not be Torian. Through the Forgotten Highway goes Glove, up to the elevator. Here we go. This is going to be the moment of truth. Could this decide the race? What one-way door is Glove going to find? Is Area Rando going to shine on Glove? Or is Area Rando going to give Glove a little bit of a dose of Rando?
Okay, it is Croc.
It's Croc-a-Cookies!
Croc with 2 majors, though, so Glove is probably... No, actually not going to do it.
Nice quick Kraid kill from Dang too. Kraid vanilla. No majors in Kraid, so Dang's gonna go out and find the Torian information. That's big for Glove, but even bigger for Digidang because yes, they have to go refight Ridley again. They have Plasma, Glove doesn't. Are we gonna see Glove give Ridley a shot on the way back?
I mean, I think you have to. It is so bad coming back here. Like,
yes,
Glove really wants to get this Ridley out of the way so that she can just, you know, she'll have to go to LN, obviously, but after that, we'll just be able to, you know, head to Turian and Kraid up here at Business Center.
Yep. Big information here for Digidang as they find Torian.
I guess it's not the end of the world if you can't fight Ridley, but it's not good. And yeah, Dang should just head to LN here.
Yep.
Yeah, Dang has full portal knowledge now. You know, just needs to fight all the bosses and get back to Turian.
Down through toilet goes Love. No need to check Shack Tool. No, it's not a major. So the only majors we haven't seen are Ice Beam, Wave Beam, Speed Space, Screw Attack, and X-Ray. Those are the majors we haven't found yet. Well, the racers haven't found yet. And Digidang actually heading back through Cathedral.
Yeah, this is the way. This is the way out of the area.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any speed to get through Prague Speedway, so has to take the relatively slow track. Yeah, we're seeing Glove farm up the supers here. She'll have plenty of energy, but
yeah,
it's gonna take a while to get these supers up.
And for those of you who don't know how Heat Shield work, Derp.
I think I mentioned it earlier, but it is full damage reduction in Upper Norfair and half in Lower Norfair. So in this Ridley fight coming up, Glove will have that 50% heat damage reduction, which is going to help effectively doubling her energy, assuming no Ridley hits, which is maybe a big assumption without Screw Attack in space, but...
Yep.
Dang, actually coming back here.
Yep. And it's like you said, Devin, thank you for the explanation. I know I saw one question about it after you explained it. With Glove making their way back to Ridley, I wanted to make sure we reiterated it again. Dang, realizing, you know, Derp, again, to your point, no, this is, get it out of the way with now. It's an out-of-the-way check.
Yeah, it's not too bad for Dang, actually, to be coming back here, because, you know, he has to do it eventually, and it's actually, I don't think it's that much slower doing it now, rather than after LN. Plus, could potentially get the wreck ship items if they're early. Like, you're not going to go out of your way from them with this loadout. You have a good beam. You have both suits. The bigger thing, actually, which I really haven't been thinking about because Glove got it so fast, I don't know how comfortable Dang is with that suitless CF clip, and he has a lot less power bombs. So, you know, we'll see how Dang actually decides to play this. We might end up seeing him go to Crocs for those majors. Bombs nice,
would make that suitless CF clip a lot easier.
They would have made getting out of Ridley a lot more possible.
Yeah, no kidding. So things to keep in mind is while Glove is going to check all these items before going to Ridley, Dang has map knowledge that the front of Wreck Ship has to be one of the two East Meridian doors. Doesn't know which it is. We know it's Aqueduct. But Digidang does not know that by process elimination. There are only two East Meridian doors left.
I mean,
they haven't seen, which is...
I don't think it really changes your play whether or not the portal out of Wreck Ship is front of East or back of East. We're actually going to be seeing some synced Ridley fights here, by the way.
Hooray!
Although one is going to be a bit more dangerous with that ticking health. But with the heat shield, Glove has, I believe, 3 full reserves. It should be fine. Smile.
Yep, there's that damage reduction. Glove's gonna have to go fast. 25 supers.
Yeah, don't need to go too fast. You definitely want to make sure you're hitting all your shots, but
yeah,
can't afford to lollygag.
Hey look, Digidang didn't take 5+ minutes to defeat Ridley. And has power bombs to escape. Oh, now gets a couple power bombs.
Yeah, it gets the drops this time. Glove missed 2 supers, I think. That's actually kind of awkward. Doesn't quite have enough missiles to make up for it. Does have a power bomb though. Or just needs to wait for this pogo pattern to stop, and then power bomb will kill Ridley, and then just needs to jump into his loving arms. Go for a couple power bombs actually.
Yep. So
maybe miss more than I thought. But I think
Ridley's there. Yeah.
Sorry,
Derp, my bad.
I'm just so focused on this. I think Ridley's dead. I'm not sure why Glove is
Ridley is dead. Bombs. You can see the AI just hanging out to the bottom.
Okay, we got there. Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me. DigiDang is going to be extremely happy to see Aqueduct here.
I mean, it's definitely better than the alternative.
Yep.
Actually, potentially going straight to with the second charge upgrade, which is nice. I don't remember what the second major in this area was. Oh, it's Heat Shield in the same area.
Heat Shield.
That is less good.
Yes, Dang does not do that. Dang gonna farm up. You see what Dang was doing? Farming up the puffers. Puffers are going to drop power bombs, which DigiDang knows that they need to be able to, blast forward to do that crystal flash clip. So Dang has full charge beam now.
It's like Glove just gonna be going to the Rickship E-Tank. I would expect to see her just leave after that. Needs to be a bit careful. But I think what Glove is thinking, there's 3 majors and 4 E-Tanks in Upper Norfair, and with that heat shield and this many power bombs, this is definitely a very doable Lower Norfair. So Glove gets another E-Tank there too, but she's going to abandon the 2 majors at Croc and the 1 major at Ship. So even if one of those are Varia, she'll have so many tanks clearing out Upper Norfair that she thinks that the Lower Norfair is fine, and she's going to end up getting really rewarded for that decision. Not going to have to waste any time fighting Croc. Not going to waste time doing bowling or anything else at the top of Ship. Actually, just going to hit that Varia, and we'll see what she does afterwards, because it's still not go mode with this bad of a beam combo. But
no, it's not. Dang's in DigiDang's in go mode.
Yeah. Well, he still needs to actually get through Dragon, which, by the way, another reason to go to LN. Guess what boss is there? It is the Dragon, and that would get Dang through East Meridia.
Go.
Because it is boss shuffled.
We've seen at least 2 of them shuffled. We know it's not Ridley.
Yeah, we've seen all 3 bosses.
We have. Right. We've seen Kraid. Kraid's vanilla. So Dragon deciding to go have a beach day. Not a beach day, just trying to go bake in the desert. Too much water for Dragon.
Glove headed straight to where the Varia ends up being. I do like this routing. I think you're going to Bubble Mountain before Business Center, and this is I believe, the fastest way there. So Glove makes good decisions and gets rewarded for them.
Absolutely. Now again, with this being Varia, it's still a very terrible beam combination that you mentioned.
Yeah, we'll see if Glove decides to full clear the area. If she does, she will get the plasma with 1 charge upgrade. That'll be 300, and that's a good enough beam combo to keep going.
So what DigiDang is doing is setting up Crystal Flash with no gravity, because DigiDang has no bombs, and gets it! Nicely done, DigiDang!
Yeah, both runners getting that very quickly. And doing different setups, too. Glove actually did a setup that involved shooting the wall with the vanilla beam, actually turned her beams off for it. Dang, I think just using the power bomb explosion, but even with the different setups, both able to do the fight do the clip very quickly.
That it was. And Digidang taking off gravity. Because again, when you're able to actually have bombs and do that clip, it's a little bit, as tough as a trick as that is, it's a little bit easier. Unfortunately for Digidang, they didn't have bombs, so doing a crystal flash clip without gravity kind of slowed down Samus enough to the point, like, if you were to plant a bomb derp afterwards and then actually get back to the spot, I kind of like what Dang did there. Being able to do that's pretty interesting. So,
Well, I'm actually picking up the grapple there. I'm a little surprised. You skipped it on the way in. I was expecting her to skip it on the way out as well. It's going to skip the slowest of the checks, that is the speed, which is going to end up working out quite well. Although Glove isn't headed to Business Center, she's headed to LN because she knows that the game ends at Business Center because Kraid and Tureen are both there.
Yep.
So won't have that plasma, but might get it on the way in, potentially.
Glove should think about farming.
Definitely not comfortable on ammo, but I think she ends up going back to the ship. It's refilling there, if I'm not mistaken about how this route works out. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember where the closest LN portal is. I think she goes across to the ship and then goes to Redfish and then across there. And that's actually why she picked up the grapple for easier West Meridian movement. But she'll go across the pre-aqueduct and do back-to-back Lower Norfair, and then head back to Business Center to finish the game. So this route ends up working really well, and she gets the ship refill out of it too, so doesn't need to worry about farming anywhere. It's little things like that why the top runners of this game are so good. Just knowing, like, your route just works like that. By the way. Kind of an awkward fight for Dang, by the way, without the without any super missiles. There's the super, but I think the super's enough. There we go. But to answer chat, I believe Love is ahead, but the beam could make a difference because I'm not sure if she's ever going to get the plasma, and without plasma she's stuck with this 80 damage beam and not enough ammo to just ammo kill. And no Zeb skips, so we'll have to use those ammo getting to the fight in the first place. Love, just grapple jump. You got the grapple. You picked up the grapple beam.
Do it!
Okay, well, got the tight wall jump there.
Yep. So Digidang is going to have to route all the way to Lower Norfair, which Glove is already headed there.
Yep. Good news is Dang will not be going to Croc. No reason to.
You got it.
We'll see if we find anything here at the back. I'm really surprised Glove isn't picking up these missiles. I think they are technically time efficient, just barely.
Yeah, there's a super.
Definitely want the super.
For all you fans of Lower Norfair music, get your Dino dances in chat as we see Glove fly through Lower Norfair, as she is going to take on one of the last bosses for her, and that's going to be Dragon immediately into the Fire Fleet's room. Yep.
She knows it's either Dragon or Kraid because it is boss shuffled. We know it's Dragon because we've already seen Kraid. Dang headed back. Where is Dang going? What is Dang farming for here, actually?
I have no idea. Where is Dang going? Oh, okay.
Is Dang going to the back?
Dang, what are you doing? Dang, you have Torian knowledge.
Yeah, Dang... Oh, you know what? Dang doesn't have full portal knowledge. Dang never went to Pre-Aqueduct. So...
Oh, Dang thinks it's Lower Norfair.
Yeah, in his mind, Dang might just be thinking this is lower Norfair, but I mean, I don't think you should be taking this risk. There's a nice screw attack with Glove. But yeah, Dang knows where the front of lower Norfair is, right?
This is Glove's game to lose.
Yeah, this is like, I know if this works, it's really good for Dang, but it's a 50-50. I guess not a 50-50 because it could just end up at pre-aqueduct and then back of Ella and his Croc. So I guess it's technically a 2 and 3 from Dang's knowledge, but I don't know. I'm talking myself into liking the decision from Dang more, but unfortunately, I can like it as much as I want.
Dang doesn't know.
We have the info that it is very bad. And I don't believe Dang saved either. Did he take the save in Aqueduct?
No.
Alright, this was shambles then.
You know what's not shambles, Derm?
Having grapple in the Dragon fight?
That too. We're following these racers on their Twitch streams! Exclamation point are on the Twitch chat right now as Glove gets ready to take on Dragon! Exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking teams. And if we had a camera, Dang may or may... is Dang going back to Prague? Dang, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what this Croc fight is. Alright. He's just shooting Croc in the head and then leaving.
Yeah, because he was mad that he's there.
Yeah, I think Dang is going to be surprised at how close this race is after, losing 5 minutes to Ridley and going all the way back here for Croc. Yeah. Just like, his route was still a lot better with how it ended up working out. And then just kind of got a little punished. Glove didn't quite get the bomb jumps out. They're pretty tricky, but luckily the grapple jump is here to get out nice and easy.
Or gravity jump. And both of these racers are 4 and 1. So both have made the playoffs. It's just a matter of who's going 5 and 1, who's going 4 and 2. Both will still have some pretty nice seeds.
Yeah, I believe I will have to double check, but I think actually I'm not sure if Dang can be top 3. If Glove wins this and MM2 beats Nevdi, then Glove is a top 3 seed in the tournament. If Dang wins and MM2 wins, I think the third is actually Nick Player, which I know him and Dang have done a lot of practice races together. So,
what's up, Nick?
Yeah, what's up, Nick? Big top 3 from a kind of underrated runner, honestly.
I agree with you. Dang, underrated runner. Nick Player is an underrated runner. I've commentated quite a few of their games. I commentate the Speedrunners Arena 2, and Nick Player and Dang are no joke runners.
But Glove, meanwhile, definitely in the driver's seat here, headed back out of Lower Norfair to the end of the game at Business Center. We'll find the Kraid and Turian portals to finish things off once and for all. Though, without a good beam, if she doesn't check the high jump, which is a little bit of a questionable check, to be honest, after skipping speed and skipping a couple of the other slower checks.
Yeah, it was nice to find screw attack in Lower Norfair as well.
Yeah, the screw attack definitely nice for getting Glove out of Lower Norfair. After that, it's not quite as good, but it served its purpose.
Mm-hmm. So Mikey Eyestone asks, is Buckholz like Schwartz? No, Schwartz Gandhi actually plays the Prime games, not Super Metroid. At least that I'm aware of. Bad joke right back at you there, Mikey Eyestone. Glove?
Yeah. Glove's kind of struggling with the grapple. And to be fair, grapple controls are a little bit awkward, so just gonna be going for these gravity jumps.
There you go. All right, Glove on to Business Center. Has to go to Business Center first. And Dang in a bit of shambles. Lower Norfair is just, it's so far out of the way with regularly. It's far out of the way with here. And definitely not a good feeling for Digidang. Again, you're right, Derp. Not going to be happy when they see how close this race was. We have had several lead changes back and forth, but Area Rando is going to Rando.
Yeah, it's hard to say exactly who was in the lead in a lot of the situations because the runners were doing two different things, but Dang finding that Varia first and putting himself in a pretty good position, but unfortunately, just the Ridley not dropping power bombs was a little bit too much to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, thinking about where to go. I think this is correct. This is the same way that Glove went. So Dang will get the ship refill as well on the way. I'm not gonna go that way though. We've got other plans. It's a nice super here for Glove. Gets up to 40. And we'll see if she checks high jump. Again, if she does, then it's a super comfortable position from here. But it is a bit of an overcheck, and she is not going to do it. So no plasma beam for Glove. Wouldn't be surprised if she checks some of these items here in Kraid's lair, though, just for ammo.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got 40 supers to begin with. You've got the one energy tank there Glove's not going for.
Yeah, the E-tank is the one item you don't really care about, but
no, you'd love
you
to
can get
see
a couple more supers. It's really nice.
Yeah, but Glove's not going to come across another beam.
Nope. So the 2/3 damage charged Spazer will be Glove's only beam. Not sure how many shots it will end up requiring. Of course, we do have a lot of ammo to deal with Zebs. No Zebs hit back. Actually, Glove not going to check behind Kraid.
No need to.
No
they
need
know
to,
they're
but
just going to go for it.
a super pack would have been nice. It might be a little bit optimistic, though. It is still a door transition and a few more seconds of running through Kraid's lair for the potential of getting a super missile. And if you don't find a super there, then you're just very sad and wasting time.
I even checking Kraid's claws on the way out.
Yep, just gonna rock with the 40 supers. We'll see how many she ends up entering the Mother Brain fight with.
No Zeb skip either. No ice
Yeah,
beam, no speed booster.
Gonna have to missile the Zebs. I think after missling the Zebs and the Mother Brain 1, Glove will probably end up with about 30 supers and maybe a couple missiles. So we'll be able to do half the fight without using this beam. But unfortunately, even if you're only doing half the fight, it's still gonna take a few charge shots. It's we have this weird situation where you have 80 damage, which doesn't really go cleanly into 18,000, which is how much health Mother Brain 2 has.
This is the fight earlier where I said everyone can get out the pillows, go for a bathroom break, take a 15-minute nap. This is such a long Mother Brain fight with a very weak beam like this. But this is one of the uniquenesses of Dash Rando.
Yeah. One of the unique aspects of the starter charge. One of the few Dash recall changes that made it into more standard rando play, and I think for good reason. I do think it changes things pretty interestingly. I think it creates a unique dynamic in the seats where it is enabled. I will say I think I like regular starter better than starter plus, but that's kind of semantics at that point.
Yeah.
Dang is low health here, by the way. Not to alarm you. 15 health? Can you survive a hit from the Metal Pirates?
Probably not.
You can survive the, like, little projectiles, but not a kick to the head.
Kick to the face!
Avoids the kick to the face, fortunately.
Dang bodies, those Metal Pirates. Glove, do the baby skip. Glove does not want to do any baby skip.
Yeah, doesn't look like she's going for it, and without... well, maybe going for it. But yeah, without speed and without a great beam for breaking all the brambles at the left, would not blame Glove for not just, you know, not going for it. And Glove gave it a kind of half-hearted attempt, but was planning on taking the refill either way, so...
Yep. Also, welcome Tune and Raiders. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome to the end of Glove versus Digidang. This is going to be a fun finish. Glove and Digidang have traded leads back and forth this entire game. And Glove, as long as anything doesn't happen, it's Glove's race to lose. Glove using a lot of super missiles that Glove should really not be using. Glove is just outright committed now to just charge shot Mother Brain.
I mean, she had to anyways. This wasn't enough ammo, but unfortunately, like you said, she did miss the super, it looked like. So that makes things a bit awkward.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just... You know, I would have saved my super.
Even get sniped too. Dang actually died. I didn't see what happened to him.
F. And that's unfortunate because that's going to be the end of the race for Digidang.
I think Dang continues. Obviously, you can see the race time 10 minutes in the future. Not going to spoil, but you may imagine what the situation is.
Yep.
But I believe Dang is continuing from here.
We'll see.
Apparently, what happened to Dang was he missed the quick grapple kill and then rode it out, but got hit in the head. Or not really in the head, but still enough to be lethal damage. Being told by chat this is a 132 charge shot fight, assuming all the ammo hits. Which, not great, but it could be worse.
That's why I'm saying, like, if I was fighting Mother Brain, I would have just gone through all the steps, broken the glass, gone back, refilled my missiles, and used every super missile here on Mother Brain 2 that I could.
I wouldn't be opposed to breaking the Zeds and refilling. I think you would need a second refill to break the glass if you wanted to save all your supers. But either way, I think not going for the refill still ends up being a little bit faster, because it's like a full minute without speed and super attack backtracking all the way to the refill. Because there's so many doors in the way, and the door transitions are, especially when they're not sped up like they are in Map Rando, they are pretty slow.
Yeah. Fishing news thing. That seed power bomb thing. Ouch.
Not wrong. Not wrong. I think the save is before the CF clip. That's right.
And there's the East Meridian save with this aqueduct.
Well, at least he knows where to go.
Yeah, it was a long time ago on the save, unfortunately.
Oof. Love putting all these E-tanks to use. Has 7 E-tanks and 3 reserves, so can afford to take a few hits, which is good because once you start fighting Mother Brain long enough, you'll start to see some of these really erratic attack patterns that catch even experienced runners like Glove off guard, as you saw from her taking the full brunt of some onion rings. Dang. Died somewhere.
Yeah, the room before bot.
Just took too much damage from the Metroid.
Apparently.
Unfortunate.
So that's the second death Digidang has taken. At this point, it's just comical.
I mean, at this point, I would assume both of the runners are just watching, like...
Yeah.
Dang already knows he lost. He just gotta laugh.
Yep, that is true. This is Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo.
Glove has made it through the fight.
Yeah, Rainbow Beam.
See if Dane can get this suitless CF clip one more time before the race ends. Quite tricky. You know, it was very impressive that both runners got it the first time within the first few tries. So, especially after all that's happened to Dang, would not be surprised if he does not get it quite as quickly, but still gets it for first round of attempts. People are so good at this game. It's kind of crazy.
Do the thing. Do the thing. The thing being the crystal flash clip.
I thought you were talking about the plasma special beam attack.
I mean, you could do the plasma special beam attack too.
I mean, why
You
not?
have enough power bombs.
It might be the worst special beam attack. It actually might not be close. Plasma one sucks. It just doesn't hit anything.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
The charged boomerang cutter from Mega Man.
This may shock some of the people in chat. I have not played Mega Man X yet, so.
Yeah.
I grew up with like 3 Super Nintendo games. Just happens.
Metroid Dash Randomizer?